Hey family, hey family. Let's start off by saying it is hot. Yeah, I can see the sun beaming. I figure we take a quick tour. You know what, let me stop. Let's take a tour. I say quick all the time, and sometimes I feel like I rush and don't show everything. So let's see how much of a cruising we can do today. Let's start with the where the greenhouse used to be. I'm gonna show you what's going on here. So what's happening here, I cut my lemon back to see, I think this is my lemon, might be my cherry, to see if I can get it to start getting some roots right here. So this is the shadiest right now over here. This is where I had all the other garlic and stuff. So right now we have lettuce that came back up from self-seeding, and we have, I guess that's another lettuce or so that bolted. I haven't really been doing much over here. So that lettuce is good. That lettuce is good. I will start picking those once it get a little cooler and continue to grow. Okay, so that's all for this area. Here we go. So I got some more watermelon coming up. Now these, I believe, are just my sugar babies, because even though with all this rain that's been taking us out, I still wanted to get a couple of watermelons just so I can snack on without the pressure. No offense of watermelon wars, because the pressure be real. Shout out to some of them watermelons. Tomatoes right here, I think I'm about done. It's still trying to produce, but they look really bad. They look over it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and be done with this one. I'll probably just chop it down. Actually, no, I'll probably pull this one out just to be done with it. But see, there's some flowers still in here, which tells me it's still alive. It's just been so freaking hot. I may just do it a big cutback chop and then let all of this new growth that's coming in, you know, like right there, that'll give me 3 or 4 tomatoes. So it's actually not dead, you see. So I may just do a big chop and then let those do what it needs to do. Here is where I started my seedlings, y'all. So I got a good bit of stuff up. So we have my yellow onions right here. We have the kale. This is dwarf. Now on my kale, I had a lot of them in the pot. Let me see if I can find where I had it. Okay, see, this is where it was. And what I did was just I up potted a couple of them just so I can see what they do by themselves. I want to say I put a couple in the bed just as well to see what they do. But so I got dwarf kale right there. Here I have some callaloo. So for some who don't know, callaloo is like it's like collards, but it's not a collard, but it's like a collard. Or some people might do it like as a spinach. Island folks, we use it more so like for stews and stuff. We put it in like stews and stuff. All right, I got some beets that came up. First time for beets. Okay, I got some Brussels sprout. First time for Brussels sprout. And I have 2 that came up. One over there, one over there. I think I only put 2 in each pot because I would like to not have to pot them up in something else as much. Okay, I think this is where I did with the kales, or the cabbage. So yeah, this is what I did to the kale. I didn't put it in the garden bed. I put it here so they can get bigger. And this is my cabbage so far. I have some right here. Can you guys see that? That is actually looking really good. Really good. So here's some broccoli. Can you guys see? I got broccoli here, which is about 5 so far. I got some cabbage here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 or 9 coming up here. Brussels sprouts, I don't see anything yet. And then this one I did kohlrabi and cabbage. So this one right here was going to be cabbage, and this one is the kohlrabi. I didn't do anything in those 2, but I'm very surprised about the kohlrabi. I've never had it before, so I'm excited to try to grow it. I did recently put some more broccoli, cilantro in here to see if they'll come up, because I do want more broccoli. So I'm gonna see if that works. But we got our hybrid yellow, and I got some Walla Walla onions. sweet onions. And I think that's it for in here now. Okay. So with all the water, look at those mushrooms, y'all. Honestly, what I do, I knock them back into the soil, mix it into the soil, and let it go back in. We got a little funky spider web there. I don't know if you guys can see that. I got my white bell peppers right there doing really, really well. More watermelon growing. I got this tomato that I was keeping. This one hasn't ripened yet, but it looks like it's fine. I got a couple of more coming in now. So I just probably clean. It is diseased, and this is the first time I've had it get diseased like this. So I don't know. I'm just cutting it back and seeing if I can get anything. Again, the watermelon growing wild. I don't see any watermelons as of right now. Get back on this side. I threw some beans in here, so we're gonna see if they come up, because there's not much in the beds now. I am getting ready for the fall, so it's not a whole lot. So I put some beans in there to the side. Hopefully they come up. There is beans right here that came up, but those are beans I planted months ago, so they didn't come up, but now they're coming up. And it's probably because I had so many of the marigolds in here, and they took over the bed. I did not know that marigolds grow as crazy as they do, and self-seed. My strawberries, they shot, y'all. They've been trying, but it's been too hot. My jalapenos are winning. We've been kicking butt with the jalapenos. I just did a big harvest on it, so there's no jalapenos, but you see all the flowers coming back. A lot of flowers, which is really good for me. Here is my long chili peppers, cayenne pepper, my long cayenne peppers. Now, I haven't had any turn red yet, but it's full. They are full. So let me know, should I be pulling them even though they're not red yet? Pull some green and then maybe let them turn red? I don't know. My ginger, look at that marigold. I'm sorry, y'all. It was squirrel. Look at that freaking marigold. That thing took over the whole bed. I had to push it out this way because on the stems, look at that. It grows more roots and it spreads. And this thing almost took over the whole bed. This is my ginger. Now, let me know, when do you pull ginger? Some say when it starts dying back. I'll say this. One year I grew ginger and I thought I did well, but it looked like as they were dying back, when I did try to harvest them, they didn't do well. So I don't know. I got my basil looking well. We definitely don't want anything going to seed, so I need to pop them off. So I'll take those in the house, and oh, it smells so delicious. I'll put those in the house and put them in the fridge. Look, more cayenne longs. Again, they're not going red, but they're pretty. More ginger. This right here is from the sun burning them up. I got some Tabascos. Now, I did make me some Tabasco. I've been making some Tabasco, what they call it, like a Tabasco. It's not a hot sauce, but it's a pepper sauce. So, I've been making a pepper sauce with the Tabascos. So, they've been doing good. And again, I was waiting for these to turn red, and they are not turning red, so I've been picking them as green. And my Tabasco bottle that I have so far is all green peppers. They all these color peppers. None of them is red. I have a little one right here that looked like stunted, and it's stunted because I had a marigold in this bed. My oregano is doing great. Doing great. Let's go back over here. So here, again, I got more cayennes, and they're long and beautiful. I don't want them to rot or anything, but they're not turning red. Now my bell pepper game this year has been off the chain, y'all. Look at this watermelon, y'all. Look, where are you going? Friend, where are you going? There you go. There you go. My bell pepper game has been off the chain. When I'm telling y'all, I give away so many bell peppers, and I got so many bell peppers in the house. I'm with it. Okay, So I think my mic just died. So let me know. Hopefully you guys can hear me. But anyway, more basil. So we have a watermelon here, which does not look like it's doing any good. It gotta go. It's not gonna do anything. Hold on. I think I got my clippers thingies in my pocket. So that sucks. But again, this with this weather lately, it's been horrible. Like, it's been, oops, didn't want it to fall down there. I'll get it later. But I also got sweet potatoes in here just as well. So I got some sweet potatoes in here. I'm trying to find it, y'all. I think I'm done with that watermelon vine. I can go ahead and cut that one back. Oh, I'm tripping. This is the sweet, look at that. This is my sweet potato vine right here. I was looking for it. It was on me. That thing grew overnight, y'all. Okay, well, do your thing, baby. It's 2 of them in there, I believe. Okay. So, this is my roselle. This is one of my roselles. Let me tell you something, though. If I would have known how they grow, look at that tree. This is not even like, oh, it's a cute plant. That roselle, I can't even get it all on. That's a whole tree. And let me show you guys. This roselle is so beautiful. Look at this thing. I am coming around the other roselle. So here's one roselle. Here's the mammoth roselle. Look at this thing. It's huge. And look at that big old grasshopper on that thing. Can I zoom in? Look at that thing. That don't make sense. He trying to hide. Do y'all see that thing trying to hide? Look. Yeah, I mean your business, buddy. Oh, he got away. I don't know where the heck he went, y'all. But he was huge. Anyway, I definitely don't want him eating my plant, though. So let me, okay. Back to what we was discussing. Now I'm looking for him, though, because that was crazy. But look how big this thing is, y'all. Look at the stem. Look at that, y'all. And I have it in a bucket. I cannot imagine what this thing would have did if I would have put it in the ground. That is just in the bucket. I'm not even probably gonna be able to use this soil once this thing die out. I'll probably have to replenish. That whole thing probably is full of roots. I kid you not. But it's beautiful. Anyway, let's move on. All of these beds pretty much are. I'm trying to clean them out. I got some peppers here. These are some yellow peppers. They're actually like, they're spicy. They're actually a little spicy. Not too crazy, but they're pretty spicy. This is the bed that we cleaned up. I got all of that stuff off of here. So right now, the only thing I have in this bun is the bell peppers. And look, y'all, still out here showing out. We got so many bell peppers. So many bell peppers. So we're winning. I do have another watermelon over here. Not sure if it's going to do anything, because at one point, remember, here was getting soft. It doesn't feel soft anymore, but I'm going to see if it does anything. Otherwise, I'll just pull it. Over here, more bell peppers, jalapenos, and I want to say that's a collard green. Came up out of nowhere on that side. But more peppers, and then I have a squash or zucchini or some type of I don't know. It's a zucchini or squash, one of them winter squashes or something came up, but the bugs been eating it up so much that I haven't seen anything fruit on it yet. But let it do what it does. Jalapenos, again, been off the chain. Look at them babies. I have so many jalapenos in the house. I got like 3 bags of frozen jalapenos. Strawberry is a survivor. It want to live. Who am I to tell it something different? And it's sending on suckers. So for the strawberry that didn't do good, I've got enough new shoots to go ahead and pot them up. Just some flowers that died back, so we're not worried about these. They actually come back every year. So these are my potatoes. Now I think I can go ahead and at least pull this one because it's died back. Remember I said I was going to pace myself where I wasn't going to pull it until it died back. So this is how we looking. I think we had the red and the Yukon Gold or something like that. So this is what we're looking like. It is dying back, but it's not completely died back on all of them. So I may pull that one and I'll make a video when I pull it. But I think, because the rest of them still look like they're still trying to live. So we'll see. Now let's go to over here. I don't show you guys over here much, and it's just because I be so focused on trying to show everything else. Here's my bay leaves. If you guys remember, my bay leaf, when I got them, they were babies. I had two, one there and one there. I up potted them because maybe last week I up potted them because I went to check the roots and they were root bound. So I put them in something bigger. This right here is a lemon. This is what I cut from the main and trying to graft it and see if we get roots here. Now listen y'all, I don't know if I'm right or wrong about this, but I got tired of constantly taking stuff in and out of the greenhouse and trying to do stuff. So I got a lemon here, and what I did was I did cut back or prune back some of the foliage in the inside so the net can show, get a little more airflow. And I got one right here who these last couple of days it's been having, like, look y'all, I think I might be actually getting some lemons in here. But see, another one right there. But it seems like every time I think I'm getting lemons, they fall off or something. But this is also in the ground. I'm tired of pulling stuff up and down, up and down, up and down. If you want to live, live. Look at that, another grasshopper. It's a grasshopper in there. But it looks really healthy. We'll see if it gives me anything. I want to say last year I got one lemon. Oh, look at that. That looked like a cluster might be there. There's 4 of them on there. So we'll see. This is, again, me trying to root. I took another clipping from the lemon, from that main lemon right here. And last year, I started this. Now, this one is actually in the ground and doing well. So, I'm hoping that these do well and I can have some more lemons. Hey, kitty. So, I am a little questionable about whether or not I want to take this one in for the winter. But those big ones, I'm not doing it. They better figure it out. Okay. This is cherry. I have 2 cherries. They're the Bing cherry. So I have an issue. When I bought it, they were like buy one, get one. And I did not know they was going to send me the same exact one. And I didn't know that they need, 2 or 3 to actually produce fruit. Anyway, I came in yesterday and I cut this back because this thing was just going straight up. But now that I did that, not yesterday, maybe a couple of days, it looks like it's sending off side shoots now. Can you guys see that? This thing was just straight up. This is the one that I said in the first black bed. I cut it back. I cut it from here. So we're gonna see maybe now if it starts sending off side shoots. So yeah, this is a Bing cherry. Yeah, but I need to still get another cherry because that's a Bing cherry too. Because like I said, they did buy one get one, but they sent me the same exact tree. So don't know what kind of bug that is, but okay. But this is it. It looks good. So we'll see what we get this year. So we got 2 cherries. We got some lemons. And you know what, guys? I think this one is the lemon and a lime. I think it's a lemon lime or something like that. So we'll see. But the bay leaves are looking good. I actually took a couple off of each one and just dry them out. Let them dry out. And they were fine in the meal. Okay, we're on the other side now. This is the side I say needs a little more work, but I'm not sure. This is one bed. These are avocados where I just put the seed in the bed and they're growing. These are beans that are coming up. Now they've been getting eaten up like crazy, but lately they've been really coming up. You see all the flowers and stuff. So I'm gonna let them do their thing. I still water it and everything, but I wasn't sure that it was gonna make it this far. Apple tree is doing much better. I put them in the ground, both of them. The lavender is tied, y'all, but I'm thinking it'll come back. I'll probably just water it real good. They don't like a lot of water, so with all the rain, I felt like it's fine, but it looked like it's coming back anyway. But my apple tree is looking okay. It looked like some new growth is happening in here. These look damaged from like disease, what they call it, but I don't know what it is. Again, this is my first time doing trees. The same thing over here. I apologize, my neighbor is working on some things. But look, we got new growth right here. New growth right here. So I'm thinking the tree is fine. This bed, I think I'm going to take pretty much the soil out of here and put it in the beds to fill them. I got more corn coming up. Y'all see that? I got more corn, so I did plant some more corn. This one I think is finally done. This one is finally done. I didn't get really good heads. I got maybe about 4 out of the whole thing, but that's okay because, again, it's my first time really getting into it. So I'm excited about that. This is my summer squash. It looks like it's doing okay. It's a little yellow, so I probably need to feed it. But again, with all this rain, I didn't want to overdo anything. Let me tell y'all something. Oregano is a monster. Delicious, a monster. So what I didn't understand is I had this in my bed, and what they said was, oh, it can crawl and take over. So I'm thinking it's going to crawl and take over. No, they're talking about the root system crawls. I literally pulled this out the bed. Let me tell you guys, I pulled that thing from right here. When I tell you it took out 90% of the dirt because the root system was so massive, and I couldn't understand why my peppers and stuff wasn't doing as well over here. And it was because the oregano had, I'm talking about the whole thing was full of oregano roots. When I pulled it up, it took up all the soil. So I had to come in and replenish stuff. So learning, I'm still learning. Beans, something is eating on it, but that's okay. They just came up. Here I put some lettuce. This is some lettuce right here. Actually, let me move this a little over here so the lettuce can stay. So the lettuce came up in the pots. Oh, I don't like that angle. The lettuce came up in the pots, and I just took the whole thing and just put it in here. And with the shading from the peppers and stuff, I think it should do fine. The Romas are looking good. Again, stuff got diseased like crazy, but they're still doing well. So I'm gonna let it do what it does and keep on getting my tomatoes. Look, y'all, I got grapes. I got grapes, and I'm gonna harvest it. Look, y'all. This is so freaking cool. Look at that, y'all. There's more. So I don't feel like these are what we call the regular grapes. When I tasted it one time before, they gave me more of a muscadine type taste. Look at that. Woohoo! I'm excited. Now I'm looking. There's some more purple ones on. Oh, there go another one. There's some more purples on here, but I don't know like how purple, because these still got a little green tint to them. So I'm gonna leave these. I'm gonna eat these, but I'm gonna leave the rest on there and see if they get more. I just don't want the birds to get it. Now this side don't look as well. I don't know if this has all gotten completely diseased because of the plant, or is it because my neighbor, if you look at, like, see the neighbor, he's cleaning up now because he was doing some stuff, but his weeds and stuff, I wonder if they, messed up or, sucking out the nutrients from here. I don't know, but I'm going to keep on working on it to see if next year they come back or not. So my thyme is doing good. I just took a big cut of thyme and put it in the fridge. I got carrots over here. Now I do got some more cantaloupe starting to grow again right here. and right there. I was scared that that one's gonna die because again, the oregano roots was so crazy it pulled that up, but it looks like it's jumping back. Peppers, I got peppers galore. Pepper galore. Okay, so this right here, I don't know. Okay, family, so I had to come back out because my phone overheated. And during the move, my camera got broken. So we're not happy about that. But anyway, we're back out here. The camera cooled down. I was able to actually charge my stuff up. So let's see if we can get done with this. What I was saying is this squash right here, I don't know what it is. I think that's as big as it gets. I'm not sure. Broke Farming gave me some squash seeds and they're doing good. I have quite a bit of, like I got 2 up there. See that? 2 females there. I got some males in here. It's doing really, really well. I just don't know if that's like the baby nut squash and that it's ready. We don't know. Anyway, peppermint's doing good. Here is my what is it? My moringa. I've been harvesting like crazy, as you can tell. You see, all I do is snap them right in here. Snap it right here. I cut it back here, and then it came back right in here and started new growth. So as I cut back, it should kick out new growth. We got the peppermints over here. We have green beans and rosemary here, a rosemary there. We got beans coming back. Again, it's been so hot that, you know, it's been hard for things to do what it needs to do. I had some extra potting soil. One of my plants died, so I went ahead and just threw that soil in here. We're going to keep it pushing because I want to fill this up with more soil because, as you can see, it's went down a whole lot. So, more peppers. I don't see any flowers on this. Not yet. But the leaf growing is good. I believe this is my serrano. I don't see much. I see little ones coming on. But again, I think it's just too hot. More of the like banana peppers, the little banana hot wax peppers, I guess. They're doing actually really, really good. Surprisingly, this bed has taken a toll, but they're doing good. Look, I got more over here. They're doing pretty good. I took out the watermelon here. I threw a cantaloupe in here just to see. It's doing okay. But the cantaloupe that I threw over here is actually doing really good. I had a couple of little fruit on here. I'm looking to see now if they're gone. Because I had 2 cantaloupes. Oh, there go one. And look. Already, there's bugs on them. The bug's trying to get them already. And there was one more. I'm trying to see, did I got? But there's another one on that end. So all in all, the cantaloupe actually looks like it's doing okay. I hope that I get a couple of more cantaloupe. Look, all these doggone ants, y'all. Can you guys see that? Ants galore. I gotta figure out what to do with all the weeds. I keep pulling them, but it makes it a little harder when on the other side. He hasn't pulled his. But I will say when it gets cooler, I'm gonna throw down some more fabric so stuff can't get in. This was cucumber. As you can tell, it's done. It's still trying, but it's pretty much done. The funny part is strawberries came over from over here and went in here and actually started making this a strawberry bed. So I may just leave it a doggone strawberry bed. Over here was a bell pepper that I took out of the main bed, and I figured it wasn't doing as well in the main bed. Now that I know why, it was because of the oregano. But believe it or not, it bounced back really quickly and it's doing fine. I'm thinking about making all of these like strawberry little beds. As you can tell, some of the strawberries are doing good, some of them aren't. I think I have like one calendula that came up. And the funny part is, look at this. I think this is a calendula. I did not plant this. I planted, let me strike that. I did not plant this year. I planted this maybe last year, and I just left the soil, and I guess it decided to come up, which I'm not mad at all. I tried, like you see, I put like some strawberries in here, but again, I think the sun is taking it out. Look at this beautiful bell pepper back here. Look at those bell peppers, beautiful. I started trying to do this little white thing, fence thing, because I think it'll be pretty cool. One, it gives those plants a little shading, but also I put some beans behind here in the back on this back line, and I'm hoping that maybe I can get some beans and then I can put them through here and let them trellis out this way. I put some onions in here. I put onions in here, y'all, like right there, if you can see that. Some of the onions that I had coming up already, I put them in here because I want to see this year. I want to try to grow some onions, and I want to grow them, see if I can grow them in here. Now I'm gonna have, let me show you where I'm gonna put it. So my game plan is, once this corn is done, I'm gonna put onions in this one, and then I have, because I feel like I can put quite a bit of onions in here and spacing out really good. And then I have this water irrigation system right here set up, where I feel like I can place them in here and they can get what they need during the winter time, and it'll be okay. I don't know if that's a weed that I see right there, or I see a spider web. Look at this. I don't know if it's a weed or avocado. That might be an avocado I just popped off. Again, I'm always throwing compost and stuff, so. And then that's the other bed I want to do, the garlic in. So I'm thinking 1 bed onions, 1 bed garlic. And the reason is, what I realize is, once it gets time for me to start planting more summer stuff again, I'm going to want to use the beds, and I'm not going to want to wait. And I feel like that's how I lost a lot of my onions, because they couldn't. I see a grape that looks really purple over here, and I'm trying to get to it, because that was one of my other things. I was trying to make sure stuff don't go into the neighbor's yard really, and that I can get to, look at that, pretty cool, and that I can get to my stuff. But I figured this bed and that bed, onion and garlic, and then if I choose to sporadically put onions and garlic in other places, it's fine, but the main crops will go into those beds. This way, when the summer comes, I'm not pulling them because I'm being impatient. I do feel like what happened this year is I had great crop, but there was some of them that was not ready. They bulbed, but they didn't flop over to say that they were done with the production. And what happened is, they wound up going rotten in the middle after a while. If I didn't, yes, I'm running into the she shed where there's a fan and there's some shade. It is hot out there. I think today's supposed to be like maybe in the 90s, but it feels like 98 or something crazy because of the humidity. But anyway, what I was saying is, the onions didn't flop completely over, which meant that they were not completely done with growing, which meant when I pulled them, so when they flop over, it's like where the water and everything that they normally suck up dries out, and then the bulb itself can be stored for a longer period of time. What I did was I pulled it when it wasn't done. So in the she shed where I had it, it was still either growing a little bit or it was beginning to rot out in the middle, and then it rots from the middle all the way through the plant. So there was a couple, I want to taste this. I'm wiping it on my thing, on my pants. So there was a couple of onions that I lost, or if I didn't lose them completely, I had to cut them up and, you know, hurry up and store them, cut them up and freeze them, or cut them up and get as much as I could out of it, and then throw the rest away. Okay, so these are, to me, I think these are muscadines. They don't have the soft skin like the store grapes. I don't say regular grapes because I mean like the store grapes we buy. See the thickness. Mm-hmm. And it has so many seeds. Okay, so yeah, that was sweet, but it had a whole lot of seeds in it. So it didn't, let me say this, it didn't give me like grapes, it gave me muscadine, which honestly I'm not that mad at either or, because they're still good and they're good for you. So I'm not mad, and it's pretty cool. Again, I'm picking them out of my own backyard. So I planted it, I can eat it. Pretty cool. So what I'm thinking about is prepping for the fall. I think I want to do one of the beds as just a whole cabbage bed, one bed as completely collard greens, but I got to make it to where I don't want, what I don't want is when it gets really, really cold for me to have to try to keep covering a whole bunch of stuff. So what I'm trying to do now is start setting up the arches and stuff now. Brainstorming. Start setting up the arches and everything now. So this way, advice, if you guys have not went and got your winter cloths and all that, it is hot, y'all. Do y'all see I'm out here glistening? If you haven't got your winter cloths and stuff like that now, go ahead and get it, because the moment, just like anything else, when you need something because that's the season for it, it seems like everything, either there is no more, you can't find it, it's hard to find it, or they're definitely much more expensive. Now, I haven't found what I would say a winter cloth that I could keep reusing every year. That's what I want, because of course, once you buy something, you don't want to have to keep on buying it. So I am looking for something that is a little more thicker, a little more, I just seen a big spider. I was looking, I guess much more weather permitted, I guess is more so like. So once the weather's over, we put it up, I can put it away, and it's not basically disintegrating. Because that's what happens. A lot of my stuff, that cloth that I had, is it either ripped up real bad, or when I went to open it back up, it was already disintegrating. So I'm like, oh, I gotta buy some more. So what are you guys doing right now? I watch a lot of YouTube, and of course for me, I do watch a lot of garden videos. And I don't know, I think it feels like a lot of the posting has been, a lot of it is more so what we're planning for the fall, and or a lot of it is just how crazy this weather has been. I've lost so many watermelons. I've lost many, many beans. My bean harvest this year was not bumping, which is why I'm trying to hope. That's why I'm hoping now that it's trying to cool off, even though it's August. Um, I'm hoping to last through August, and then once it start cooling off, the beans do its thing and shoot up and give me a whole bunch of beans. Cool thing is, the beans that I have harvested last year, I actually was able to eat them this year. I actually ate them this year, and for me, it was pretty cool to be like, "Hey, you grew these beans, you did that," and I was really, really like I'm one of the mamas to be like, "You like it? Oh, I grew that in the garden." That was me. That was me. That's all me. So I really, really felt good about that just as well. So right now it is not a whole lot going on except for cleanup and prepping. So what are you doing? Help me out with what some of the stuff that I asked about.
It's me.
Hey baby, how are you?
Hi.
You want to say hello to the people?
Yeah.
Say hello.
Hi.
All right, there you go.
Something.
All right, so let me finish the video.
Okay.
So, like I said, I am pretty much just cleaning up and prepping mentally. A lot of it is mentally because it is so hot. So anyway, what do you guys got going on? Please like, subscribe, and share, commenting, and just let me know. And if you want certain videos, a lot of people actually commented on the watermelon videos, the watermelon / pumpkin. I did videos for that. If you didn't see what it was or what it looked like on the inside, go back on my videos. Some of them is not on the YouTube. Some of them is on TikTok. So go look at it. I do TikTok. I post on Facebook. A little bit of everywhere. So please like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, bye.